بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أحييكم مشاهدينا الكرام. نتواصل كالعادة عبر قنوات الكاس الرياضية ومتابعة لمختلف المسابقات الدولية الآسيوية من هنا من مقر الاتحاد القطري للسنوكر والبلياردو. إذن نتواصل في متابعة للدور نصف النهائي تحديدا لبطولة آسيا للسنوكر والبليارد الإنجليزي. مع الأسف خروج عربي يعني في كل أو إلى حدود هذا الدور نصف النهائي، مع أنه المشاركة العربية كانت مكثفة. سنتحدث حولها بالتأكيد مع الكابتن يعقوب فخرو. سنتواصل لمتابعة مباراة الدور نصف النهائي التي تجمع الهندي إسبريت سينغ شادا مقابل الإيراني أمير ساراكوش. إذن هذا هو الحوار الثنائي الذي سنتابعه عبر قنوات الكاس الرياضية، في حين السيمي فاينل الثاني إذن يجمع بين الماليزي ليم كوك ليونغ وتور تشوان ليونغ، هو اللاعب المواطن. سعيد جدا بداية بالترحيب بضيفي في الاستوديو الكابتن يعقوب فخرو. كابتن يعقوب، سعداء بهذه الاستضافة.
يا اهلا وسهلا فيك اخوي، الله يحييك.
إذا وصلنا وبلغنا الدور نصف النهائي. تتضح الصورة: ماليزيا، الهند، إيران، غياب الدول العربية. كابتن يعقوب،
العرب ممكن ما حالفهم الحظ في البطولة هذه، لكن اللي تأهلوا للدور الثمانية والنصف النهائي هم أبطال. يعني هذا لاعب أمير ولاعب الهندي، هم نفسهم لعبوا الفاينل الموسم اللي طاف.
نعم.
هم اللاعبين مع بعض لعبوا نهائي. في النهاية الماليزيين في لاعب منهم يعني على المستوى القديم كان حضوره قوي، بعدين اختفى فترة طويلة ورجع للساحة ولعب سيمي فاينل اليوم.
نعم، واضح على كل. سنتحدث بأكثر تفاصيل. سنتحدث حول المشاركة العربية إجمالا من مختلف الدول العربية، وسنتحدث عن نظام هذا الدور نصف النهائي المختلف من حيث الأشواط على كل أكثر تفاصيل. لكن قبل هذا أنضم مباشرة إلى الزميل وسام كريم. تفضل وسام.
شكرا سهيل، تحية لك بداية لضيفك ولمشاهدي ومتابعي قنوات الكأس. إلى جانبي اليوم نستطيع أن نقول الجندي المجهول، هو نائب رئيس لجنة التحكيم وأيضا المعلق على المباريات اليوم أمام الكاميرا ليس خلفها.
نعم.
البطولة شارفت نوعا ما على النهاية ودخلت أدوارها الحاسمة. فنيا من وجهة نظرك كتحكيم كيف كانت؟ هل هناك من صعوبات واجهتوها؟
أول شيء بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، نشكر قناة الكاس على تواجدها معنا. طبعا ولله الحمد. اليوم مثل ما قلت البطولة أوشكت آخر يوم، بكرة إن شاء الله نهائي. فلله الحمد من أول يوم التحكيم جيد، جميع القوانين ملتزمة باللعيبة أو الحكام. لحد الآن الحمد لله ولا شكوى وصلتنا من أي لاعب على الحكام.
هي ليست المرة الأولى التي تقيم قطر مثل هذه البطولات، ولكن ما المميز خاصة من دور الفني لكم؟
والله ولله الحمد المميز فينا الحمد لله كل سنة عن سنة نتطور ولله الحمد، ونرضي الحضور ضيوفنا الكرام. أهم شيء تكون ترضي ضيوفك. أما أنت ابن البلد الحمد لله عرفت المحاور المدخل والمخرج عندك، إذا كان في عندك سلبيات تتجاوزها في كل سنة لسنة. ولله الحمد مثل ما أنتم شايفين، طبعا كل سنة على سنة احنا نتطور للقدام إن شاء الله، وهذا ما ماشيين فيه حاليا ولله الحمد إن شاء الله.
اليوم نحن أمام نصف نهائي، ما هي توقعاتك لهذا اللقاء؟
والله طبعا
كونك شاهدت الجميع يلعب أنت.
هم اللاعبين الاثنين أصلا لعبوا السنة اللي فاتت في النهائي. أمير ساركوزي كان خذ البطل، والأمير واللاعب سانداو الهند الثاني وصيف. بس حاليا احنا بنشوف اليوم نهائي مبكر لبطولة.
من الفوز؟ من سيفوز؟
والله
دائما ما تشاهدهم طيلة الوقت.
اي نعم، طبعا احنا بنشوف دائما امير كاسد انه على الطاوله، ولاعب ساندو بعد لاعب مميز بصراحه، بس صعب. نعم صح.
لننتظر ونرى
ان شاء الله.
شكرا جزيلا لك. شكرا. اذا سهيل عودة اليك، تفضل.
شكرا للزميل وسام كرني. بالفعل هو وسام يعني اخترنا حقيقة هذه المباراة الفاينل المبكر، وهذا الثنائي الإيراني الهندي سينغ شادا وأمير ساركوش. إذا هذا الثنائي الذي سيمتع حقيقة من حيث الأداء في هذا الدور نصف النهائي، في انتظار أيضا الطاولة الثانية التي تضم الماليزي ليم كوك ليونغ وأيضا المواطن تور تشوان ليونغ. هذا الثنائي إذا من سيكون في الفاينل غدا بإذن الله، الذي سينطلق في حدود الساعة 1 بتوقيت الدوحة. هناك بعض الاختلافات على مستوى الأدوار أو دور الثمانية والدور نصف النهائي من حيث الأشواط. وما الغاية من ذلك إن صح التعبير كابتن؟
هو دائما الاشواط خلينا نتكلم من الادوار النهائيه يكون اشواطها عاليه، يعني مثلا النهائي راح يكون اعلى من
9
الدور
أشواط.
9. السيمي فاينل راح يكون 9، الاشواط الفاينل راح يكون 11. هو اتاحت
الفاينل 11 شوط.
نعم. هو اتاحت فرصه للاعب
بيست اوف ربما لوضع الساده اكثر، الساده المشاهدين في الصوره، يعني بيست اوف 11.
اي نعم.
بدايه بيست اوف 7 الى حدود دور
الدور الثمانيه، بعد الثمانيه
نعم.
السيمي فاينل،
بيست اوف 9،
كوارتر فاينل، دور السيمي فاينل اسف دور 11 شوط. النهائي ان شاء الله 11 شوط، عشان هو تعطي فرصه للاعب انه يعني بتكون مباراه قويه، بتكون فيها نديه اقوى، فلا بد اللاعب ياخذ وقته او ياخذ يعني عنده مساحه يقدر يعوض.
لكن هذا لا يتطلب كابتن نوعا ما ايضا من التركيز العالي بمده 4-5 ساعات.
اكيد. انت لو تشوف المحترفين يلعبون برا بال 30 و 40 شوط، يعني ياخذون مباراه او بطوله واحده باليومين او 3 ايام يلعبون بنفس المجال هذا ونفس الشوط، يعني نفس المباراه هذه تاخذها بالايام.
نعم.
فاحنا عملناها على 11 شوط، اساس اللاعب يقدر ياخذ وقته في اللعب ويكون له مجال انه يرجع للمباراه في اي لحظه يقدر.
نعم. ربما ايضا كابتن يعقوب تفسير ايضا للساده المشاهدين، نفس النظام كره حمراء وكره ملونه.
نعم.
هذا
نعم.
هو
نعم.
النظام المتعامل به. الكره الحمراء بنقطه وحيده وتختلف نقاط.
نعم.
الباقي
كل لون لها عدد.
نعم واضح. على كل سنتوصل بعد قليل لمتابعه هذا الحوار الثنائي. نعود ربما لهذا الحدث كابتن، نتحدث عن 65 دولة مشاركة في هذا الحدث، 86 لاعب. هناك كانت أيضا مشاركة عربية مكثفة. هنا لو نقيم هذه المشاركة، ما ينقص إذن هذه المشاركة العربية الذي يتغيب على المربع الذهبي وعلى الفاينل؟
ما ينقصها شيء، هو ينقص يعني التوفيق. احنا لاعبنا امس كان بامكاننا الفوز في المباراه، لكن سبحان الله لاعبنا مثل ما قلت لك شوي، يعني هو اخذ الثقه الزايده، حاول يهجم على اللاعب الثاني عشان يضغطه، لكن ما حالف الحظ، ضاعت الكور منه سهله، استغلها اللاعب الثاني، حاول يخلص المباراه وتركيزه كان عالي وخذ المباراه.
نعم واضح. إذا نتحدث الآن عن هذا الدور أو دور النصف النهائي الأول، وهذه الطاولة التي ستقع التغطية عليها بين الإيراني والهندي أمير شاركوش، والإيراني أمير شاركوش والهندي ساين شادا. ما الذي يميز هذا الثنائي؟ وهل تعتقد أنه ستكون مباراة مفتوحة من حيث الأشواط؟ هل سيسيطر أمير شاركوش على المجريات؟ يعني قراءتك الفنية لهذا الحوار الثنائي.
أنا أعتقد أن المباراة مفتوحة راح تكون، اللاعبين راح يحاولون يستغلون أكثر الفرص ويعملون بريكات عالية. ما في لاعب راح يلعب يعني اللعب اللي خلينا نتكلم اللي يودي من عدد نقاط معين ويطلع سيف، لأن اللاعب راح يهاجم، واللاعبين قادرين يعملون بريكات كبيرة.
نعم.
لاعبين مميزين. أمير لاعب قوي، الهندي خسران من أمير البطولة اللي فاتت، يحاول يعوض خسارة البطولة هذه، يتغلب على اللاعب أمير، يحاول ياخذ من البطولة.
نعم. هل هذا الثنائي يخير اللاعب على المسافة الطويلة نوعا ما عن قرب؟ يعني لو هناك بعض الميزات التي تختلف بين هذا الثنائي؟
في بعض اللاعبين يعطون اللاعب الثاني طعم، يحط له مثلا الكورة بس الكورة الثانية مسكرة، يحاول يعطيه طعم عشان انه هو يفتح له اللعب. هو على حسب تكنيك اللاعب والمدرب هو شلون يخلي اللاعب الثاني يهجم وياخذ منه فرص.
نعم. لو نتحدث عن الطاولة الثانية كابتن التي تضم الماليزيين، يعني في اعتقادك من هو الأفضل، من هو الأقرب، وما هي الميزات التي يتمتع بها كل من اللاعبين؟
هم ماليزيا ضمنوا النهائي خلاص، يعني هم لاعبين ماليزيين، اي واحد منهم يفوز او واحد يخسر، واحد يلعب ثالث رابع، واحد يلعب اول ثاني، فالماليزيين هم طلبوا يعني ضمنوا النهائي.
نعم.
نعم.
شكرا جزيلا كابتن يعقوب فخر. اذا مباشرة الى الكابتن حسن سنك اذا ومتابعة هذا الدور نصف النهائي بين اذا سانغ شادا الهندي وايضا امير ساركوش الايراني. تفضل كابتن.
أعزائي المشاهدين، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. طبتم مساء إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله اليوم عندنا إن شاء الله المباراة ما قبل الدور النهائي. واليوم إن شاء الله بنشاهد المباراة شبه النهائي المبكر بين اللاعب البطل للنسخة الثالثة اللاعب أمير سرخوشي من إيران، طبعا مع اللاعب الوصيف للسنة الماضية السنة السابقة إسبريت سينجا من الهند. كان
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the QNB Asian Snooker Championships of 2023. The host nation, Qatar Doha, played at Qatar Billiard Federation. The official table, the Araka Classic M1. My special guest, Michael Giorgio. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, pleased to be here during this semi-final clash. We've got two fantastic players. Both have impressed greatly during this tournament, especially ISHPREET, Singh CHADHA. I've not seen too much of him, but 3 centuries in a row during the group stage, that's not something you see every day, so should be an interesting clash today.
Well, I went back to the hotel this morning with Amir, and he's all ready for this semi-final. I had a bit of time to talk to him. He wants the title, Michael. He wants to be back with the best. He played an incredible quarter-final match coming through, and he's very determined. And I feel that this is going to be a potting game. It won't be too much tactical. How do you feel about the game, Michael?
Yeah, I briefly watched a little bit of the quarterfinals earlier on. Both players impressed greatly. ISHPREET showed great character to fight for comeback from the Thai player, who's an excellent player as well. Amir again, same. He faced the Hong Kong player that knocked out Ali Al-Obeidly yesterday. He showed great character coming through there. I was very impressed with his shot selection, but that is a great opening red there we see from ISHPREET. That'll give him a little bit of confidence, help him settle down. I'm not too sure he's landed on the black here, so I suspect we'll see a safety shot into bulk.
Over the last few days, we've seen a lot of drama on this table. Misfortune and good fortune has happened. And the highest break on the TV table is 130. As we watch the pink go in, he's played that absolutely perfect. And 123. I won't be surprised, Michael, today to see centuries. These players are more than capable. And when I look at their record, Amir comes in with 142 break in tournament and 147 in practice. As we see the miss there, Mike.
Yeah, I think that shot looked a little tighter than we thought. I think he may have grazed another red on the way through and obviously changed the potting angle, but both players will be looking for a spot in the final today. As we heard on the announcements, this was a match-up in last year's final, so both will be focused. They'll be playing one match at a time, and they'll be hoping to lift the trophy this time tomorrow. So yeah, early chance for Amir to get in front, take control of the frame and assert dominance over his opponent.
I can confirm to you ISHPREET has got a break of 134 in tournament with 147 in practice, and his mother is in the crowd as well as his fellow countryman is watching and supporting. So it's great support all over the world. We are broadcasting with Alcast TV, which goes in to the millions around the world. And all the nations will be watching. What is your prediction, Michael, for this outcome of this match?
I think whoever finds themselves leading at the mid-session interval after the 4 frames, this is a best of 9 for those watching. I feel the first 2 opening frames of this match hold a lot of importance. If one of these players can go 2-0 up on the other guy, they'll start having doubts in their mind. They'll be trying to avoid the whitewash, which is an easy trap to fall into. But I think they're both experienced enough to stay focused, stay determined, and just take this 1 frame at a time.
And of course, we've seen this time and time again, Michael, on the TV table. The first frame is so important, and it's a psychological pressure on the opponent as well as the player to win it. And they start having doubt, and they tend to miss the easy ones. What a good shot there by AMIR, opening in the pack.
He's looking quietly confident today, isn't he, out there? That was an excellent shot at developing a handful of reds. He does have one to the right hand middle pocket. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be cannoning into the red just to the right of that. So probably opt for the other red into the middle, I imagine. You can see him carefully working out his break going forward, always thinking 2 or 3 shots ahead. It was a fantastic little red into the middle. He needed to keep his body still. Those shots can be tricky. Any little bit of unwanted or unintentional side, and that red is not disappearing into the pocket. So very well played there by AMIR, and the break continues for him.
Nicely done there. He's already looking very comfortable, Michael, coming up to the blue or the pink available, and all of a sudden the break building starting as the 30s are coming up very shortly, and he's starting to run away with the break building.
Yes, he's still got 2 or 3 open reds in the open at the moment. He will start thinking about how he can develop this pack, a small cluster of reds. He will be needing some of those during this break just to secure the frame. There's a number of ways he going in from the black if he can get himself a great angle, or even from the blue, just stunning down, which is a very common shot as we've seen all week. But it looks like he knows exactly what he's going to be doing 3 or 4 shots from now.
And he's just... It might be okay there, Michael. The cloth is speeded up a bit because it's a heated slate, and the temperature of the cloth is very warm. And the cue ball just speeded up a little bit there, getting used to the speed. Now you've played on this table, Michael, training with Ali. How do you feel about the table?
Yeah, I've been playing on these for a couple of weeks. I had a little go on the match table that we're seeing now. It's a lovely table. All of them are really. They're very, very consistent. The heat helps absorb takes the moisture out of the cloth, so they naturally will run faster. You won't be needing to strike the cue ball as firmly. I think the positional shot's just gone a little bit wrong there for AMIR, catching that red on the side, and now he's got a little bit of awkward bridging. Again, needs to keep his body still, get his cue right through that cue ball. and that's excellently done.
As we watch now, the break building is starting for AMIR. We're into the 44 and looking very comfortable. He doesn't need to go into the pack just yet. He will be into the 50s and he will protect the lead.
Yeah, he's played down for this red on the bottom cushion. I don't know if I probably would have chosen to leave that there for the time being and play the red onto the left hand side of the table. No, he's asking a lot here. He needs to be accurate. He's played that very, very well. He's looking very, very comfortable early on in this matchup. Could be seeing a very, very high break here, depending on the split, of course.
I think the red near the pink spot. Yeah, he's looking at this, Michael. It's going to be a tough shot in this break. Split could have come out a little bit better, but now this red to clinch the game. Oh, perfect, Michael. He is queuing the best I've ever seen him play.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly he's settled down into this frame. That the opening frames could always go two ways, you know, just scrappy opening, having lots of twitches and easy shots. But he's got in, and first time he's made a potentially frame-winning contribution. Just needs to make sure of this black. He'll be on, should be on the red above the cluster of three reds, I'd imagine. And he's played that absolutely perfect. Frames open, ready for the taking. It's just 2 or 3 shots away now from securing this opening frame.
And I've often said it, Michael, the century break is available with them all in the open, but mysteriously things do happen and the misfortune arises. Wouldn't it be nice to make a century in the first frame of the semi-finals of the Asian Snooker Championships of 2023?
Yeah, whether he gets this entry or not, I think this is a dream start for AMIR. The last thing you want to be doing early on is chasing a match. So, as I said before, first 2 frames are always the most important. If ISHPREET does find himself 2-0 down with AMIR playing like this, scoring effectively and just making the game easy in general, he's not going to be wanting to go into the mid-session interval 4 frames down. So I feel the next frame will be big, and ISHPREET will be mentally preparing himself for it already, as I doubt we'd see him come back to the table at this point.
Nicely done there. He's got the angle there, Mike, to come back. And the century. Oh, he's missed it. Oh dear, Michael. He tried to stun into the reds. He's disappointed. That's the determination, Michael.
Yeah, he looks like he really, really wanted to open those 2 reds up, but I'm sure he'll be hitting these 2 reds as hard as he can and calling all pockets. Just this part of the... I mean, the frame's already won now, so he won't be too annoyed with that, but he'll be hoping one goes in here. He'd like to open up with a century.
He did look at the middle, Mike.
The middle one.
It's so close. But well done. He won't be worried about the white. But congratulations, Mike, for the first frame. Join us in frame. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the QNB Asian Snooker Championships of 2023. The host nation, Qatar Doha. You're joining us live. We're playing on the Araka Classic M1 official snooker table for the tournament. My special guest, Michael Giorgio. Michael, it's been a great game so far.
Yeah, it was the perfect opening frame for AMIR. I don't think it could have gone any better. ISHPREET did get in early on in the frame with a fantastic long red, so we know he can play. I still think there's a lot of a lot to be happening in this match still from early on. But like I said from before, you know, this will be a huge frame for ISHPREET. He won't be wanting to trail this match 2-0 early on. I feel like you don't really get settled until that first frame is on the board. You're always chasing, and the way AMIR is playing at the moment, he's looking very, very comfortable. He just looks like he wants to clear the table first time, every time, which is the right way to be.
I've commentated on the final last year and many matches for AMIR, and I can confirm I've never seen him play so well. But unfortunately, Mike, lots of power into the pack. He hasn't landed on much, but he's playing incredible with a nice break in the last game. But he's gone back to safety, which is very good at his tactical battle, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, both players are going to have. They must have fairly amazing safety games. As I doubt they could reach this part of the event without it. So, like I said, we both know they're prolific scorers. They both have a good tactical brain. They're both hungry to be playing the final tomorrow. And yeah, AMIR will be a little disappointed he couldn't get a few more points on the board there, but hasn't left anything to his. ISHPREET is looking at a potential 4-ball plant into the middle. Has to be careful because the Reds will be opening up, and the last thing he wants to do is to leave AMIR in with another good chance to make a frame winning break.
The misfortune is back, Michael. I've seen it time and time, virtually in every episode on the TV table. It's back as we watch the red miss the middle pocket only to leave an easy opening for AMIR. And the point system, the way he's playing, he's going to get a few points here. And I also like to say, well done to Qatar Billiard Snooker Federation. What a fantastic setup. And the team effort over the week, Mike, has been amazing. Every day it's been a joy to come in and not only see the players, to be a part of the team. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And you've been with me, Michael, on a few occasions. How do you feel about the tournament so far?
Yeah, no, it's been a great event. It's actually been my first ever Asian Championship, and the way it's been organised and set up by everybody and the production team behind it, everybody's done an excellent job. The players have certainly enjoyed coming to Doha and competing. They've all been working very, very hard, and we've seen some heartbreak. We've seen some excellent victories, snatched at the jaws of defeats, and we're down to the best 4 players of this week. A few surprising victories as well. But yeah, there's still plenty of juice in this year's championship. See, he's not come high enough for that red. I think he wanted just to put a little bit of a reverse side on that black, just to bring the cue ball up in a higher position. But taking this red on ball, he won't know exactly where the cue ball's going. Just introduces a little bit of risk in the break, which is not what he wants.
And of course, Michael, the other semi-final. And that is a cracker of a match as well. From Malaysia. For I spoke to in the bus on the way back to the hotel is all ready as well. Both players. But one thing is for sure, they're both ready. And Malaysia are in the final.
Yeah, I mean they'll be devastated not to be playing their semi-final match in the final. Both are very good friends as well, but they both have very, very different styles, and that is a fantastic red to the middle by ISHPREET there. I'll come back to the Malaysia game, but that was excellently done. He was potentially leaving it on with the pace he was playing it at, but I feel like this is the shot that's going to secure the frame or not. Doesn't want to hit this too hard.
Oh, Mike, that was so delicate. The way he played that. I was hoping to get a better result, and we are witnessing, we are live, a great show. And is that a plant, Michael, to the corner there, the 2 reds? Or is he going to go for the red below it? He is looking.
Yeah, I feel like he's been a little bit unlucky considering the black he's taken on and potted. You know, it wasn't the easiest of blacks, and maybe there's space. Oh, he's reversing the plant. Yeah, that is excellently worked out. The plant wasn't dead set on there, so he had to change the angle by striking a different part of the first red. Doesn't look too happy with where he's landed. Again, there's a bit of awkward bridging. Just needs one more good shot to regain control of this break, and I mean, looking where the reds are positioned, this could be the shot for 1 each potentially.
Michael, we are witnessing 2 players, break builders. The pressure out there, and of course the crowd are building up as well. We are broadcasting not only on YouTube, it is all over the world, and all of India are watching, as well as Iran. They're both doing their best for their countries.
Yes, that was an excellent black from ISHPREET. He was a bit unlucky on the cannon on the red. Just cannoned a little bit too thin and overran it, so he was forced to take the red into the middle. Again, he's not fully in control of this break. He's probably itching to get a good positional shot. And eventually the blue is that's caught him out. I think he was just constantly chasing position on that break. It's very unfortunate. He played a series of excellent shots there, but it looks like another golden chance for AMIR to double his lead.
As you see in the replay, I've often said it, those middle pockets tend to be a bit of a nightmare for the players. I've seen not only games, I've seen matches lost because of them. And right now AMIR goes to the table with so much confidence, and they're in the open mic. He's looking the best I've ever seen him play.
Yes, he's looking very, very determined here. He'll be very, very happy that he's come back to the table so quickly and still in front. Can only feel for ISHPREET there. With an excellent chance, but just never quite in position. Never quite got the cue ball under control. AMIR just looks a little bit more like ready and geared up for this final. He wants to win. He's told you. He's been showing it on the table all week with the way he's been playing. And again, I think the cue ball's just. I think he's got the red to the middle, which should pass the pink he's been looking at. Oh no,
And the nicest thing here, Mike, he's got a red in the ball carrier just in case he runs into difficulty and security. And all of a sudden, Michael, AMIR is starting to run away with frame number 2.
yes, he's taken these very, very well. He just looks so in control of his cue ball. Again, the secret. It's not really, as we see a kick there from his last shot, bit of heavy contact. So he's just having the cue ball cleaned. He just looks to be in full control of the cue ball, which is the secret to making those big breaks and those frame-winning visits. It's so pivotal in the game, and it looks like he's been working very, very hard on his cue ball and positional play.
Michael, he's making it look so easy. And there you go. I've always said it, the easiest ones are missable. He will look at that and ask himself, how did I miss that?
Yeah, it's a very, very surprising miss there by AMIR. He looked in full control. probably just caught a glimpse of the finishing line for this frame. Maybe just took his eye off the pot. He has been fortunate to cover this. I think there's not really a straightforward safety for ISHPREET to play as he's got that red in bulk. So maybe just forced into playing a containing shot. Just push the cube off the cushion and nestle the red into the... Oh no, he's missed it.
Missed it. It's all happening, Michael. The drama is back.
He will not be happy with that shot at all. Should be fairly straightforward. AMIR, on the other hand, will be delighted to see that cube will slide past the red and leave him nice, fairly simple opener. This red has just slipped past that other...
Michael, do you feel or do you sense the drama is happening once again on the TV table?
I feel like there will always be drama on the TV table. We've been seeing it all week. AMIR, he'll be a little annoyed with that. It was a straightforward positional shot from the black of two cushions. But again, he's just played a careless shot like his previous miss, and he's allowed ISHPREET with a glimpse of hope in this second frame. He'll need to be very careful with his next shot. He doesn't want to leave anything on for ISHPREET.
Where's the white? Where's the white? We're back. And ISHPREET has got the golden opportunity of getting this frame. He cannot believe the opportunity he's got. He's had two of them already as we watch the cue ball and the D to take on the red. Surely, Michael, this is a frame winning opportunity, but anything can happen.
Yes, I mean that was very careless from AMIR. I really didn't expect him. He probably didn't expect that cue ball to be going back into the corner pocket. It just looked like he got up a little bit too quickly off that opening red, and he's just run past the blue. Maybe threw a little bit of unintentional side on there, but that's an excellent recovery shot, and he regains control of the break. So there's plenty of mileage in this frame still left.
And of course, drama as well. ISHPREET is a very controlled player and a lovely person. I've known him over the years. He is so determined. He's the only player. But wait a minute, the drama's back. Where is the black? Where's the black? I've seen this time and time again, Michael. The black has got respotted, and it stops the frame being won. There's more drama in this match so far. Both players had the opportunity of winning it, and they've given it back to each other now. So the mistake there, Michael, was it the bounce off the cushion?
Personally, I think he actually played the wrong shot there. He had the natural angle to stun in behind the red closest to the side cushion. There was a lot of space there, so I'm not sure why he's tried to force some side spin onto that to play for the harder red. You know, he could have remained in control, just kept it simple, and personally I think he'd be favourite for the frame if he did that, but he just made things slightly difficult, miscalculated the bounce off the side cushion, and now we have another safety exchange. Excellent safety there by ISHPREET. He's forcing Amir to play this red on the cushion that he's just put there. It's not the easiest of shots to manoeuvre to avoid all the other colours. He'll be looking to send this cue ball. Oh, you can see it.
Safety in the mind as well, Michael. He knew if he missed it, he should be going over around the black area. As we watch the replay, very well controlled. He's only just missed it though. ISHPREET going for it here. But once again, the misfortunes happened. He knew if the double was on, he would be safe.
Yeah, it was a good spot there by ISHPREET. It was usually an excellent shot to nothing. I still feel like he's not used to these cushions just yet. Maybe just trying to force gaining his first frame just a little bit too much instead of just being a little bit more patient, playing the right shot. But it's nice to see two players playing attack in snooker and going for it. This match is far from over.
We have news for you. In the other semi-finals, Malaysia 4 is 1 up. As we watch Amir with the replay take on a very nice red into the middle and taking the red to the corner. So this is a frame winning opportunity, Michael, to go 2-0 down in the best of 9. It's a good start for Amir.
No, it's a fantastic start, and he'll be very happy to see that yellow go over to the side cushion. Kind of takes the pressure off this blue into the corner, but it just seems like pressure doesn't faze him at all. So excellent pot there by Amir to keep on the break. He does just need this red, and he couldn't ask for a better red, to be honest, for a frame winning shot. Doesn't necessarily have to do anything with the cue ball. The natural angle will come twice across the table, and it should be on the brown or green, just like that. And with that red disappearing, it's looking like a 2-0 deficit for ISHPREET.
Join us in frame number 3 very shortly. Oh, I apologise. I apologise. There's still more life in this game. Snooker's required.
Yeah, there's currently 37 points the difference, so ISHPREET will be looking for 3 snookers. Doesn't want to be giving up the frames too easily. Seems very determined. There's a little premature call there by you, Paul.
Yes, I apologise about that. It's the first time I've done that. I've also seen players walk to the table and just surrender the frame. Well, I can confirm. Join us in frame number 3 very shortly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the QNB Asian Snooker Championships of 2023. Your host nation, Qatar Doha, played at Qatar Billiard Snooker Federation. The official table is Araka Classic M1. My special guest, Michael Giorgio. Welcome, Michael. How do you see the match so far?
Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, it's been a fairly one-sided affair at the moment. Things just aren't quite going to plan for ISHPREET. He had a great opportunity in the previous frame. The balls were there to be taken. He just couldn't quite gain control of his cue ball. He was always playing like an awkward shot every time. So Amir was there just to pick up the pieces and to double his lead. But he had an excellent opening frame, Amir, with a nice frame winning break.
But unfortunate there, Michael, with a great red to the corner. Once again, misfortunes creeping in. We've already seen it in this second game. Both players had it and gave it back. And misfortune played a major part, where the black was respotted to snooker his friend on the red. But right now, how is he going to come back into the game, Mike? Psychologically, he's making human errors.
Yeah, this isn't an easy ask for ISHPREET. He's already up against it. He's 2-0 down. This is a huge frame. The last thing he wants to do is to fall 3-0 down in a best of 9. What already would appear to be like a mountain would just seem like Everest at this point. So there is an error by Amir.
Could this be the opportunity Isma is waiting for? This could be the chance to bring back the frame. Devastated. Nicely done.
Yeah, he's nicely on the blue there. He's landed on the correct side, so he's got the natural angle just to come down for the red just next to the pink. He'll be already thinking about, oh no, he's missed the blue. Just got up very, very quickly from that shot. He looks like he's feeling the heat out there. And I'm not sure if it's the occasion of the table or the arena, but things just aren't going to plan for him.
You're right, Michael. It tends to be on the TV table. The drama comes into play. And already we've seen it there again.
Yeah, it was an excellent attempt from Amir to try and develop the reds from that angle. Just couldn't quite generate enough power off the cushion to split the reds how he wanted. The cushion will absorb a lot of cue power, so it just makes it. He's managed to play quite a clever shot there, using the knuckle to come across for the yellow. Obviously he wanted to be the other side of the yellow, but he'll be happy not to have left ISHPREET anything on except for another safety shot. ISHPREET will be aiming to go behind the brown or the green here. Again, doesn't want to leave anything easy for Amir, but red's just gone over the corner pocket. He'd be looking for cover here.
Well, that's an excellent shot. An attacking safety shot will allow ISHPREET to get back to the table. Amir has to somehow find a cover without leaving the red to the corner. And that is a very clever shot. If he pulled that off, he's left it, but it's so difficult. They're not easy, Michael, down into this corner. We saw Ali miss a few of these earlier yesterday. But he's played that perfect. And a great shot, Michael.
Yes, that was an excellent pot despite the circumstances. You know, ISHPREET is chasing the game. Often we see when players are falling behind, the pockets just seem smaller and smaller, but he still looks like he's here to do damage. And an excellent opening two shots there. Just hasn't quite got full control just yet. He needs good position on the black here. So it's a very important shot coming up here.
And the misfortune is back, Michael.
Yeah, that's just gone wrong. I think he was aiming to land in the gap between those two reds, which would have been ideal for him. But again, I feel like he's just forcing things a little bit too much. He could have played up for the green or the brown. Came back down for the selection of reds. He didn't need to try and attack the balls so quickly. But another safety shot. We'll see. You need to be looking for the cue ball behind the brown or green. He's played that very, very well. Well done.
I'm starting to enjoy this match, Michael. It's got almost everything in it. And the good fortune we haven't seen just yet. We've seen a lot of misfortune. But one thing we're missing at the moment is the emotional game. I'm sure it will come on the TV table. And Michael, you're a professional snooker player as well as a professional coach here at Qatar Billiards Snooker Federation. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Paul. Ex-professional. Ex-professional. So now, I'm based here full-time at the academy, working with the players here. Still early days, but we are feeling very hopeful. The boys here have got lots and lots of potential. And myself and Mike Russell will be working very hard to shape them into strong players. And we definitely have titles to win. But it was an excellent safety shot there by ISHPREET. He's just asking questions now of AMIR.
Well, sorry for interrupting, ladies and gentlemen. Ali O'Bailey is in the studio. That's congratulations to Ali for doing so well for his group stages at the rank number 1 that fell down yesterday. And he's in the studio right behind us. So congratulations to Ali. And we'll go back to the game. Well, what a special guest that is. Ali O'Bailey in the studio. Now we watch the red there miss. As we watch, apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Such a great game we're witnessing here. Yeah, very nicely done there by AMIR. Both very good at tactical battles. I've watched them over the years. AMIR hasn't got a weakness so far in this match. He tends to be more focused. I've never seen him more focused in this match than over the years. As we see the shot to nothing here to the corner. This corner, Michael, the red to the corner, he's left.
Yeah, this needs good cueing here. It needs to. That's excellently played there. Remarkable shot. The pressure was off there. He was leaving the cue ball in the bulk area, but missing a red, that red could go anywhere on the table. But he's regained control. He'll be looking to get the black on its spot as soon as possible. I think he was just looking at the red at the bottom of the cluster of where the pink is. But the reds look nicely positioned here for another frame-winning break, and ISHPREET must be feeling the worst, or thinking the worst, shall I say, in his seat, depending on this position. How's his luck?
It's okay. Good fortune is coming Amir's way. It tends to even itself out, Michael. I've seen on the TV table. But it has had opportunities, golden opportunities, to win a frame. And here, look back at the blue being missed and the red being missed on the right hand side as we watch the replay, and then all of a sudden Amir's at the table queuing well again, and as that gave him confidence, his opponent is missing the balls.
Yeah, of course Amir's going to be taking note of his opponent's misses, and he's going to be using that to feed off his own confidence, and his positional play is looking excellent. He's in full control of that cue ball. I just have to feel for ISHPREET. I feel like that second frame he had a golden opportunity to chalk a frame up on the board, and he failed to do so. He just needs to forget about it, move on, just play the balls that are in front of you. And but he's probably going to be thinking the worst here. Amir's looking very, very solid.
And one thing, after watching this replay, I've learnt about Amir over the years. Once he's ahead, he tends to be unstoppable.
Yes, he's an excellent front runner. He just feeds off his own confidence. He's a prolific scorer, as we've seen on the breaks that you announced, and his breaks that he's had in this competition, a number of centuries. He looks very well prepared. He must have been working very, very hard. One thing about this game, it's just very evident how hard a player's been practicing when you see them in a situation like this. And as long as he stays focused and doesn't get too carried away, I'd imagine we'll be seeing him in the final. But it's still very, very early to call. But I just can't see him missing at this point.
As we watch the replay, it just goes to show the confidence of the hundreds and hundreds of hours put into practice. And he wants this title, Asian Snooker Champion of 2023. He knows what it's like to lose, Michael. He has lost in a semi, and he was very disappointed a few years ago. And also, he's lost in the final. But right now, the semi-finals, he's looking the strongest player I've seen on the TV table.
Yes, he's looking very, very, very comfortable here. Just needs to... Doesn't look like a straightforward positional shot here. He may need to leave himself a mid-range red to the right-hand corner, as we see where he was pointing with his cue. Everything else just seems to be covering each other at the moment. He needs to be very, very accurate with his cue. He doesn't want to cover himself and be forced to play a safety shot. He'll be looking to keep ISHPREET in his chair for the remainder of this frame.
And if you're ISHPREET, what would you do, Michael? What would you actually do, being a professional coach, and say to him how to come back in this match? What confidence could you give?
Well, in terms of advice, what I'd be saying to ISHPREET, he's practiced hard, he's prepared. You know, he's been playing. He's had a great tournament as well, so the game is definitely there. It just maybe, probably just to be a little bit more patient. I'd even say just to play a little bit more negative and not leave even half a chance for AMIR, just to help, you know, keep him at the table, and to just try and break AMIR from this fluid gameplay that we're seeing at the moment from him. But as he's going for another red. It's shot to nothing, but again, this just demonstrates how he's just trying to force things a little bit, and the balls aren't going his way at the moment.
He's only trailing 31 points, Michael. Plenty of points on the table, and you are right. Positive attitude could come back into this game, blank out the misses and the misfortunes, and a golden opportunity might arise. He's determined. He's got the support. His family are in the crowd, and of course watching at home. As we watch the safety, he has to make it, Michael. He should be okay. He doesn't want to leave it on though.
And he has done it. I feel like he wanted to hit that red from the bottom and just cover everything on the table, but he has left a tempting red to the bottom right hand corner, just next to the black. And AMIR, again, there's no pressure on the shot because his cue was running into the bulk area, and the only red he can leave is the one he's going for. So we'll see how he plays this one.
Just missed the middle, Michael. Perfect for the ball colour. And it looks, Michael, ominous. Once again, AMIR for a frame winner.
Yes, and as we see AMIR take this brown on, in the other semi-final we've just had Thor Chuan Long. He's just gone 2-0 up on his fellow countryman, Lim Kok Long, who's had a great tournament as well. He's been playing some fantastic snooker, and they both have extremely different styles. Lim's more aggressive, more attacking, just wants to clear the table in one visit. Thor was a bit more tactical, and that type of game seems to be helping at the moment. He's taken the advantage there.
As we watch AMIR break building and running away with this frame, I don't think he will need the red down on the cushion, Michael, because they're nicely situated. They get enough points ahead, and all of a sudden 3-0 is looking ominous for AMIR.
Yeah, he just needs these two open reds with any colours to take the 3-0 advantage with one frame left to play in this session. Again, I just cannot see him missing. He looks so comfortable out there, and you know, whoever he's going to be facing, should he keep going this way and reach the final, it's going to be very, very difficult for his opponent. But ISHPREET is going to be sitting there wondering what he can do to come back at AMIR. He's running out of frames.
So this black, one more red, one more colour, and it's ominous. Oh, he's took that on nicely there, Michael.
Yeah, so with that black disappearing now, ISHPREET has entered the snooker's required stage, and you kind of have to feel for him. He has had opportunities in this frame, and then a huge opportunity in the previous frame, and just couldn't quite get it. It was always 1 or 2 inches out of position, and this game is all about fine margins. But when things are going well for you, they're going well. Like,
one thing I do know, he won't give up. As AMIR now takes the 3-0 lead.
it's been a very strange game. As we see AMIR clearing up the colours, he hasn't done anything too spectacular to have this advantage. He's kind of just picked up the pieces that ISHPREET has given to him. You know, we haven't seen like a long red and a century or a frame winning visit from the first visit. So if I was to give any advice to ISHPREET, I'd say just, you're going to get chances. Just make sure you're ready for them and keep the game as tight as possible. But this black will be the second half century for AMIR in this match, and it's all to play for in the last frame of this session.
Well, join us once again very shortly in frame number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the QNB Asian Snooker Championships of 2023. The host nation, Qatar Doha, played at Qatar Billiard Snooker Federation. The official table is a Raqqa, the classic M1. My special guest, Michael Giorgio. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you for everyone joining us. For those of you who have just joined us, it has been a fairly one-sided affair. The winner of this will take their place in the final tomorrow against either Malaysian player, either Lim or Rory Thor. Rory is currently leading that semi-final 2-0. And but both semi-finals are looking rather one-sided at the moment. I'm just amazed by how AMIR has just looked so comfortable in the semi-final. Now, if you was sitting in ISHPREET's seat, Paul, what would you be thinking? How would you be wanting to come back into this match?
Well, first of all, I'm representing my country. I'm in the semi-finals. I'm happy with that. I got my mum in the crowd. I'm happy with that, and all my family's watching. This is the opportunity. I've put hundreds of hours in, and I'm ready, and I'm going to do the best I can with what I have at the table. It hasn't happened for me, but I've had golden opportunities, and I'm going to capitalize on that by taking my time. And once I get in there again, I'm going to enjoy it more.
And that split could not have gone any better for him. He's looking even more comfortable than he did in the previous frames. He's working these reds nicely. Enough have opened up. He may need to go into them one more time. He's probably just deciding whether he can do that sooner rather than later. Just checking which red goes into which pockets, mapping out his break ahead. And so far it just seems like he can't do anything wrong at the table at the moment. Everything's going his way. He's in full control.
And the other thing, Michael, I certainly wouldn't be giving in. There's plenty of life back into this frame. However, it's going to take AMIR with human errors to get back at the table. And I haven't seen any this time in this match. He has played flawless, very consistent with potting, and he's done very well.
Yes, and this is exactly the kind of start that AMIR would be looking for in this full frame. We do have a mid-session interval after this frame, so ISHPREET is not going to be wanting to see this 4-0 down, but one of the hardest things about snooker is whilst your opponent's at the table, you cannot do anything. Just have to try and remain focused. Just wait patiently for an opportunity to present itself.
So in and out of the bulk area to come down for the red. And he's gone into the cluster, Michael. And that is, I feel, perfect. Oh, he's not happy, Michael.
Yeah, he's actually played that shot so well. He controlled the pace and the spin perfectly. A red has just come over and nestled up next to the black, which I don't think he was too happy about, but he does have an angle to disturb it off this next red. I'm not sure how wide the angle is, but you know, he has a good advantage here. He doesn't actually need to use the black. The pink's out in the open, the blue's out in the open. And if I was him, I'd just be happy taking the pink with these reds.
He is such a perfectionist, Michael. And this consistency. Yeah, I know he's disappointed with the red and black tied up. And that's the difference, Michael. He needs to be comfortable with the black on the spot, because the pink, I'm not too sure. There you are. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. The drama of that pink being missed as we watch the replay. I've seen it time and time again. You need to hit it with pace.
But as we see again, just snooker is a funny old game. He's missed the pink, and the pink has come across the table and just sat nicely in front of the white. He's blocked off the red that he was playing for. And ISHPREET has got to be feeling the worst here, thinking the worst.
Yes, Michael, you are right. If that was in the first frame, he would have potted that psychologically. He's 3-0 down as we watch the replay. He's only just missed it though.
No, he struck it well. It was a nice clean strike. It's nice to see that he's still feeling positive. I hope it wasn't a shot that he's taken on out of frustration. Now, Amir's just clipped that yellow with that last safety shot, and he's pushed towards the brown, so there's potentially a big target for ISHPREET to aim for with the cue ball. If he can get somewhere in behind the yellow, he would be favourite, but no, I think he was just, again, it looked like he was looking for a plant there, and I couldn't see one off the first glance, so I think he's just going for it for cash or broke.
Amir's looking at this red. Ishmi, I believe, in the way I've seen him play in this tournament, a comeback. I'm going to call it early. I believe that he will come back in this match. He deserves a few frames, all the hard work he's put in. But there's a long way to go. It's best of 9, even though he's 3 down. And it just goes to show, Michael, Amir hasn't taken that red on. So he's keeping the game very tight. But he's got a chance here, Michael, to the corner. I wonder if he'll take it on.
I mean, it'll be a huge shot if he does. I can't really remember the last time he made a pot in this frame, but it has been some time, so it won't be as...
Oh, what a shot. But unfortunate there. As we watch the replay, that is a great shot.
Yeah, centre of the pocket. It'll be, I mean, a long pot like that will give him some confidence. He's unfortunate not to have landed on a colour, but he has got the yellow. There's potentially a great safety. I think he won't be happy with that. He wanted that cue ball in behind the green. He didn't want Amir to see a single red, because they are all open, and a safety shot from a snooker position would be nearly impossible to leave anything safe. But there may even be a shot to nothing here. He's just looking at the angle. The 3 reds to the right of the black. I believe the top one will pass into the right hand corner pocket, and the natural line will bring the white back up to bulk. He needs to catch this right.
Well, the safety battle has started. I've seen this time again. In all the matches, the safety battle is my favourite. Which do you prefer, Michael? All-round game or potting?
No, as a snooker player, I can appreciate all factors of snooker. You can't win matches with either one or the other. So healthy balance is needed, and we're seeing a good display from Amir on both of these fronts. He's really not given anything to his opponent.
And what a beautiful shot that is.
Yeah, that was beautifully struck. He's just lifted his head a little bit there as he struck the cue ball. Cued it nice and straight. He's found the green, and the reds are wide open here, and there is a huge potential for AMIR to go into a 4-0 lead. He does look a little straight though, I must say, at second glance, so he may even be tempted to roll up behind the yellow and just let ISHPREET present him with another chance.
Well, once again, the safety battle there. Putting the yellow safe. I know it's early, Michael, and I've often talked about key balls, and the yellow on the cushion is a safeguard. And to get out of this snooker, it's going to be very difficult to get it safe.
Yes, this is a very clever shot there by AMIR. Just placing the yellow on the side cushion for a little bit of insurance should things go wrong for him.
And it certainly has. He's gone through the gap. A foul and a miss. And that's unfortunate, Michael, to go through the cluster there. And if you've just joined us, welcome.
I feel like this shot that ISHPREET has gone for is potentially the incorrect one. I think he's looking to go off two cushions and clip the two reds just above the black. However, if he does catch this wrong, the cue ball will cannon the red above that, and the cue ball will remain in a great position for AMIR. So, I mean, you know, going from how I would play this shot, I'd be looking to nestle into the red closest to the black cushion from behind, maybe coming off 2 or 3 cushions from the left to the right hand side.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
He's left a free ball as well, Michael. But go through the gap on 2 occasions and leave a free ball.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
of course a foul and a miss.
he could play that a million times and he'll never swerve through the pack and miss every single shot like the way he did. AMIR carefully assessing the situation, deciding the miss was the right call there. I think he's seen what I'm seeing, and that's the potential of this cue ball going into that red above the 2.
And you're right, Michael, you called it. Well judged. And that could be, ladies and gentlemen, a free winning opportunity once again for AMIR. And already, Michael, the points are starting to slip away. And AMIR will shortly be into the 50s. But he hasn't come high enough for the blue. He wanted to come a little bit higher. He will be disappointed with that. So he's going to take the pink on. And all of a sudden, Michael, This is a more difficult shot than he wanted to play. There's a nice plant there with the two reds as well. So we watch what a shot, unlucky. He put in tremendous side there, Michael, reverse side, and go in behind the red. And the misfortune's coming in again, human error.
As I stated before, that a good cue ball is key to constructing the big breaks, and he did lose his cue ball there. We're only talking 3 inches in terms of getting position on the blue, and he was forced to take in a trickier pink, but he's played it safety. But this red is looking very, very close.
Wow, it knocked on the door. However, Michael,
It looks covered.
has he left a possible off the cushion to take the red in? And if so, this will be the only opportunity this man has had in the oh, he's going to swerve it around the pink, Michael. Oh, what a shot that is. That is the best shot so far in the match. But where's the white? Yeah, he's smiling after that great shot. Nice swerve.
No, it was a great serve, and as we saw on the screen there, it was over 8 minutes since his last pot, so there would have been a lot of pressure on that swerve. Again, they're very, very difficult to control, and it's very unfortunate not to land on anything easier, but he's...
What a blue!
Yeah, no, that was amazing.
Unbelievable blue. Wow, that is incredible. Tremendous pressure. He's got nothing for it, but the way he's playing, I feel that the double is on with safety.
Yeah, it just feels like nothing's going right for him during this match for ISHPREET. He's taken on the correct shot there with the double. He had the green full position. He wasn't leaving anything too straightforward for AMIR to go at. But yeah, again, he's returned with an excellent safety, and he'll be very happy with where he's got the cue ball there.
Do you feel, Michael, if ISHPREET can come back in this game? I'm confident that he can do a comeback, but right now he cannot trail full frames to 0, and all of a sudden the pressure's on, and that's an excellent safety shot.
Yes, that was a great shot. I'm not quite sure why he played it with so much right hand side. He could have just... There was potential there for that shot to go wrong because he played it in the way he played it. But he has left AMIR a straightforward safety. AMIR, he was looking to get the cue ball in behind the green, but hasn't done so. So again, it'll be up to ISHPREET to attempt a good safety.
Wow. Michael, what a shot that was.
Yeah, it was an excellent pot, excellent strike. I hope he's not just letting the arm go because of the scoreline, and he's, sometimes we can just play a little bit aggressive. If our backs are up against the wall, you kind of come out guns blazing, and you kind of let your opponent that you're still here, still wanting to beat him. And it's only 3-0. If ISHPREET can secure this final frame, he's definitely in the match. He's definitely still in the match, and AMIR will definitely be thinking about this frame during the mid-session if he does go on to lose it.
Well, I'm starting to see something, ladies and gentlemen. I mentioned it earlier about the comeback. I've seen it time and time again on the TV table. And if you've just joined us, you're witnessing the comeback. He has to win this frame. But I got a feeling what's happened there, Michael, is tied up the black, that red, because he needs, obviously, that red by the black. And of course, Amir's incredible thinking, the key ball, the yellow, is on the cushion. Somehow, the clearance. Oh, he's missed it. He will be disappointed with that, Michael.
Yeah, he was unlucky with the cannon. It was a nice idea, and I think he just flicked a little bit too much side on the cue ball. However, he's been left with a good opportunity to put Amir in trouble here. If he can keep the cue ball on the left-hand side of the table. Oh no, he's deciding to clear the black. It's not a terrible shot either. Needs to get cover on this red.
He didn't get the cover, Michael. I feel sad because I believed the comeback was there. And the misfortune, and as you can see, Amir's last shot is nearly coming up to 7 minutes. But the misfortune of the black going back on the spot, tying up the red, stop the break building. And unfortunate there to leave the red to the corner. And all of a sudden, as we watch the replay, the frame is disappearing.
Yeah, I can't believe he's left that red on to the cushion. He just needed to stop the cue ball where the red was. Again, he must have maybe flicked a little bit aside on there, and he's forced the cue ball into the black. But now Amir with this commanding lead only needs this red to go into a 4-0 lead over ISHPREET in the semi-final. And I mean, ISHPREET he's got a seriously big mountain to climb right now.
I do feel sorry for ISHPREET because he put in a tremendous performance today. He won his decider to get here to the semi-finals. I do feel sorry for him, and all his family is watching, and it's just an emotional scenes here in the semi-finals. He hasn't performed to his best.
With that attempted safety, we will see ISHPREET continue with potential snookers on the table. He does currently need 2 4-point fouls forced from Amir. And again, this is the kind of thing we practice as snooker players, just having a handful of balls on the table and working out how we can lay snookers and look for those potential patterns.
But they're nicely situated for snookers, Michael.
Yeah, you've got no colours on the cushions. There's a couple that are potentially grouped together. You kind of look for lines on the table with lining up a couple of balls, or as an excellent.
What a shot! Wow, he's played that absolutely fantastic. Tremendous pressure. Amir's missed it. And where's the white?
And it's funny how this game can quickly turn around. Just from looking at a 4-0 deficit, he only needs one more Does he need one more snooker?
What an
Nice
excellent
hit.
shot, Michael. He's done it. I think he's got the snooker. Yeah, both players are looking at it.
Yeah, my
Well,
apologies. He needed three snookers to come back into this frame, and he has got one of them, so it is still 2 snookers required.
32 behind. But it just goes to show the determination. He's out there playing for his country. He's not giving up any frame. He's trying his best. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is determination for your country. As we watch Amir take this yellow to the corner. But he's missed it. But look at the cluster, Michael. You can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, ISHPREET will be delighted to see those balls group up together there. He's got a nice big target now just to nuzzle the wet, and he'll be feeling comfortable about cannoning these balls and just
Oh,
stopping.
he's missed it. He needed to catch the brown. But unfortunate there. Starting to get emotional. As we watch Amir put the cue ball in beyond the black, and the safety battle is starting to turn into a thriller.
ISHPREET will be needing a lot of side on this. Just wants to bounce the cue ball off the cushion in behind. Just caught it a little bit too thick. He had the right idea. Not the easiest shot to do, to control.
Clever shot, Michael. Trying to get it in beyond the black.
Here's a bounce.
At slower pace, a few more inches. Would have been okay. But Amir has got the safety. He's got the snooker nicely done. Oh, that's come out handy. Can you see that, Michael? Yeah, I think he can just clip the edge of it. But he had enough of it to pot it. So 64 plays 30 with 25 on the table. And the brown and the black are paused for a nice safety here. He can run the cue ball in behind those two. He has to get it perfect though. It hasn't happened. Amir takes the green to the corner. But it's jumped out of the pocket. It's gone in the middle. We've always talked about drama. That's incredible drama.
Yes, I think that just sums up snooker in a nutshell. Sometimes you get rewarded for a poor shot, but with that green disappearing, it won't be
And where's the
surprising
brown?
if the brown goes in as well. But
It's
yeah,
all
that looks
happening.
like 4-0 for Amir. With a great advantage for the second session.
I have seen on the TV table Incredible Fortune, but it would be fair to say, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first ball gone into the pocket, into the corner, Jaws, as we watch the miss and jump into the middle pocket on the TV table. More snookers are required. 34 plays 67 with 22 on the table, and I'm afraid the brown ball to the middle. AMIR will go into 71, but he's missed it. It just goes to show how difficult it is. Tap on the table by AMIR. Great sportsmanship. So where's the white? It's okay. 4 sneakers required. That is very unlucky. As we watch the brown now go to the corner. Incredible Fortune. Stay with us for frame number 5 very shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the QNB Asian Snooker Championships of 2023. The host nation, Qatar Doha, played at Qatar Billiard Snooker Federation. The official table, Araka Classic M1. If you just joined us, welcome. It's been an emotional game in the last game, and to be fair, Amir is playing his best to take a 4-0 lead. But I can assure you, it's not over yet, by any means. But Amir is playing the best I've ever seen him play. This is the semi-final of the QNB Asian Snooker Championships. The final is played tomorrow. But right now, Amir is just one frame away. It's been very good break building from both players, and misfortune has played a major part. But now, right now, Amir is playing so well. It's going to be very difficult to stop. My special guest is Michael Giorgio, sorry, I was just watching the shot there. Welcome, Michael.
Yes, thank you very much, Paul. Again, Amir, this is exactly what he wanted after the break. Just another quick visit, an early chance, but just seen that positional shot, just lose control a little bit. Just got a little bit too much topspin into that and didn't quite open the reds as planned. Again, I'll probably be seeing another safety exchange. Wants to keep ISHPREET on the back foot.
He won't be giving anything away, Michael. The way he's playing, he's cueing so well. He's starting to see the finishing line.
Yes, it's very important for Amir to keep the intensity in this frame, as he was showing in the first part of this match. ISHPREET has got a lot of questions he needs to answer. Just, it's always a struggle. If you can't get that first frame on the board early, the game just gets harder and harder, and the balls just feel like they're going the other way for the opponent. I feel like he just took that red on out of pure frustration as to how the match has gone.
Do you feel, Michael, if the viewers have just joined us, a 4-0 lead is a true reflection on the game?
I feel like frame 2 was absolutely huge for both players. That could have made this match a lot closer. You just don't know how another player is going to play once he's got that frame on the board. It's very, very difficult to settle as you see your opponent pull away frame after frame. You start, thoughts of a whitewash start creeping in the mind. It's a very dangerous thought to have early on, but it's very, very difficult not to have it. And if he could have just kept tight position in that second frame and just seen out the frame with a visit and went one each, probably would have been seeing a very, very different match here. But Amir won't be complaining at all in this position. Again, he's not landed. It looks like he's going to be taking this brown on. I think he's looking to see the match out in this visit.
Yeah, he's done a great shot there, Michael. Once again. He's cued so well. And I've said in the beginning, I've commentated on Amir's matches and World Finals many times. And I can confirm it's the best I've ever seen him play. And as you, well, the other red knocked on the door, but that would come in handy. I can assure you that this break could be a match winner. The red over the corner. Nicely done there, Michael.
Yeah, it can be very difficult to control the cue ball when the object ball's so close to the pocket. I thought he would have been tempted to go into the reds and try to remain on the pink or black, but he just had a look and decided there was too much risk for that at this point in the match. He doesn't need to take any risks. He's got a comfortable lead in both the match and this frame. Just needs one good positional shot. Wants to finish nice and high on this blue to cannon the cluster of reds afterwards, and he's played that absolutely perfect. He's got correct angle. Doesn't want to go into these too hard. He doesn't want to risk a red going into the pocket off this blue. Just enough power to just open them up.
Beautiful, Michael. What a split that is. Good fortune is back. Surely, Michael, this is the frame winning, or should I say the match winning break to get to the final.
Yes, that was nicely controlled there. I was saying that I think he's just come a little bit short on this blue. He's going to need to manoeuvre the cue ball in and out of bulk. He's got enough options there. The reds are open. Be very difficult not to land on the red. Just needs to make sure of the pot.
He is cueing so well. Perfect for the red to the right corner pocket. I know I'm speaking early, Michael, but is this the match winning break? What a shot that is. And it looks like a plant to the other corner, Michael. Everything has gone right. All those hundreds of hours of practice and motivation and dedication could take him through to the final now, as we're watching the points slip away. Very shortly be into the 60s.
Yeah, he'd be very, very happy with that split. He didn't actually need to go into him there. So he's landed, as you said, there's a plant there. He's just had a look at it. He's just had another look. He's decided to take it on. He must have a horrible angle in this red to the right.
Has he got it? He's got it.
Yeah. So he'll be needing this colour and one more red to leave ISHPREET with snookers. Let's just have another look at the scoreboard just to double check. Key point in the match for him. I mean, this has been an excellent performance for Amir, considering the status of this match, the semi-final for a place into the final. He'll be very, very happy with the way he's played. He'll be happy that he's played this way on the table that the final's going to be played on tomorrow. So he'll definitely be fancying his chances.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I was hoping that there was going to be a comeback. I sensed a comeback was going to take part. It didn't happen. Oh, he's missed it. But wait a minute, Michael. The black has been missed.
Yeah, there's always a bit of unexpected drama here. The only saviour is that the black has gone into bulk. And he's going to have to rely on the pink, so he is going to be needing a few snookers. And I mean, while it's not impossible, it does seem unlikely that ISHPREET will be able to make his way back into this frame, let alone the match. AMIR will be sitting here, thankful for the black to go into the bulk area.
Incredible performance to come for his group in the quarter-final. Oh, he's missed the pink. Ladies and gentlemen, AMIR is in the final. On behalf of Qatar Billiard Federation, on behalf of everybody here, thank you for joining us. See you tomorrow in the final. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much, Paul.